Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suranjali Seal, and like I always say, if you are somebody that loves literature and is all about literature, then this is the channel for you. In our video today, we're going to talk about the two most commonly used, or rather the two most popular figures of speech, that is the simile and the metaphor. So let's get right into it. Okay, so before we go into all the details and everything, okay, I think that it's better I give you an example. It will make this entire concept very, very crystal clear. So we're going to go via an example to understand what simile and metaphor actually means. Now imagine this, you are talking to somebody you love, your parents, your friends, or somebody you love and care about. It can be a loved one. You're talking to this person and you're saying that, you know what? You have been there for me through thick and thin. You have been loyal. You never judged me. You have been there for me whenever I needed you. So, whatever I do, whatever decision I make, it revolves around you. You are like my universe. I love you. You are like my universe. That's what you're telling this person you love and care about. It can be a friend, it can be family, anyone. Now, you are saying that you are like my universe, okay, to this person. Same situation, you'll say it again. You're talking to your family, you're talking to a friend or a loved one, and you are saying that, you've been there through thick and thin for me. You've never judged me. You've always been by my side, and whatever I do, I keep in mind that I'm always there for you. I keep in mind that all my decisions revolve around your well-being, revolve around the fact that our relationship always stays strengthened, always stays strong. So you are telling this person that I am, or maybe I love you, and you are my universe. In the first instance, you are saying that I love you and you are like my universe. And then in the second instance, you're saying you are my universe. So in the two things, what is the difference? The difference is between the direct and indirect comparisons that you're making. It's the directness and indirectness of it all. So if you are saying that, you have been there for me, and now I want to be there for you. You are like my universe. You're using the word like there, right? Or you say your kindness, your heart is so kind that you always give and give and give to people without thinking what will you get back. Your heart is as vast. Your kindness is as vast or as wide or as infinite or infinite as space. That is what you're saying. But in the second instance, you're saying you're so kind, you always give and give to people. Your heart, your kindness is like space. Or you will say your heart and kindness is space. Or your heart and kindness is the ocean. Or your heart and kindness is like the ocean. So you see, there are two ways of saying it. In one way you're saying like, and in the other way you're just saying it directly, that you are something else. So this is the precise difference between simile and metaphor. Now, back in the day when I was reading the simile and metaphor for the first time, it was a little confusing. It can be a little confusing because both play on comparisons, but there are differences between the two. So both of them talk about comparisons, but the difference lies in this direct versus indirect thing, right? So always remember, this is what I used to do to remember it. Simile, it sounds similar to the word similar, right? Simile, similar. So similar will always be indirect. It's not the same. It's similar. That is like and as. Simile uses like and as to compare things. Metaphor says that something is something else. You either say you are like my universe to your parents, friends, or loved ones, or you will say you are my universe to your parents, friends, or loved ones. When you say directly, then that is a metaphor. Directly, direct comparison. Something is something else. So you see the picture which I have given. You're telling a person that you are like my universe. Okay, and in the other, the person itself becomes the universe for you. You are saying you are my universe. So either you remember it via these two pictures that I have given to remember it, or you can remember that simile sounds similar. It is not the same. Similar, that is like and as. So this is the way you can remember it. Now we're going to go into the concrete definitions of the two, because that's what we're supposed to do as students of literature. So a figure of speech. Simile is a figure of speech that compares something to something else using the words like or as. So you see, this is the direct definition. And the examples is, my love is like a red rose. You are as slow as a sloth. I think you know what a sloth is. That's an animal. You are as slow as a sloth. Okay, and it's an indirect comparison. That's what a simile is. Metaphor is a figure of speech in which a word or a phrase literally denoting one kind of object or idea is used in place of another to suggest a likeness or analogy between them. Okay, this sounds complicated, but it's not. Okay, let's understand this. A word or a phrase literally denoting one kind of object. Okay, one kind of object or idea. Kindness. Okay, it can be you as a person, or it can be the idea of kindness, which is a virtue. So you have an object or an idea is used in place of another to suggest a likeness, is used in place of another. Say you want to say you are so kind, but this idea, okay, of kindness, you use it alongside what? Space, infinity. You're using it alongside something which is not even related. You see, space and kindness, these are not related things, but they're characteristics. You're giving and giving and giving. Or maybe you can say that you know, your kindness, your heart or your kindness is as wide as the ocean, as vast as the ocean. Then you think about the characteristics of the ocean, right? It's wide and vast. You, even if you think you can see the horizon, truth is that's not the horizon at all. So, you know, as vast as the ocean, you think about that, and then you analyze the two. You're analyzing the idea, concept, object of a person, the person you're talking to, or the idea or the concept of a virtue like kindness. You're analyzing that a lot and comparing that to the ocean or to space to highlight something, to stress on something, to send a message, right? So here you're using this object or idea in place of another to suggest a likeness or analogy between them. Likeness, that is their similarity between the two, a likeness between the two, and an analogy, that is either they are similar to each other or they have characteristics that you can analyze that are similar to each other. So this is what a metaphor is. But in a way it is different from simile. Like I said, simile, similar, and metaphor is more direct. So something is something else. Like I said just like a few moments ago, something is something else. So you're directly comparing the two things, right? And then it is a direct comparison. So you have to remember this. I think that this is pretty crystal clear now. If you remember the example, or you remember that simile sounds similar, so it's like and as. So if you remember this, I think you'll be able to remember the concept even more clearly. And finally, the example, my love is a red rose. In simile, I had given my love is like a red rose, and in metaphor, my love is a red rose. And then here you have, you are as slow as a sloth. That's what you tell somebody. But in metaphor directly, you are a sloth. Okay, so you're saying something is something else. Your smile is sunshine. Likewise, in simile, it would be your smile is like sunshine. And then again here, your voice is a song, because you're so sweet. The way you listen to the voice, it sounds like a song. It's melodious, right? So so it sounds like a soothing melody. So you tell somebody that your voice is a song. And in simile, what would it be? Your voice is like a song. So this is, or maybe you can say your voice is as sweet as a song, you know. So these are the differences between a simile and metaphor. Just remember, both play on comparison, so it can get a little confusing. So if you remember this, you'll remember the whole concept as a whole. So that is it for today, guys. I hope that this video has been helpful for you, and I really do hope that my other videos have also been helpful to you in whatever way possible, even in the littlest way possible. I really hope that you have been enjoying the videos, and if you have, then please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel for similar content. If you are about literature and all things literature, then this is the place to be. In my next video, I will again deal with two more figures of speeches which are very, very similar to each other but have considerable differences between the two, and they are confusing when we are given an option between identifying them. So we're going to do that in the next video. So till we meet again, I hope that you stay healthy and happy. See you in the next one, guys.